Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, scientific students slash matibay students.
Yes, okay. Welcome to our physics class. And
Or STEM 003 class.
yes, STEM 003, and we are now kay Module 7. Wow, bilis. Describing interaction of contact forces through Newton's law of motion. Laws of motion. Kasi
At
parang
syempre,
meron tayong tatlo.
yung laws of motion na yan, ma'am, din pinag-aralan nila during their physical science.
Yes. And favorite natin to na ituro natin sa
Yes.
physical science mo. And for this topic, we have two objectives then.
First is to solve problems involving net force.
And differentiate contact and non-contact forces. But first,
let's have
explain
this.
muna natin ang mga bagay-bagay.
We have three laws of motion.
Yes.
Ma'am Tintin, na binanggit natin kanina. Let's start with the Newton's first law at tinatawag natin itong the law of inertia.
So,
when we
sabi
say law of inertia, a body at rest will remain at rest and a body in motion will remain in motion unless it is acted upon by an external force.
So,
Okay.
ibig sabihin, hindi gagalaw yung isang bagay hanggat hindi mo ini-exertan ng
Effort.
force or hindi mo ginagalaw. Yun ang
Okay.
ibig sabihin ng law of inertia. Magstay lang siya pag di mo ginalaw, and of course, it will continuously move kapag ginagalaw mo siya.
This simply means that things cannot start, cannot stop, or change direction all by themselves.
Yes.
Kaya kailangan mo siyang
Galawin.
galawin bago siya mag-start, bago siya mag-stop, or bago siya magbago ng direction.
Direction.
It takes some force acting on them from the outside to cause such a change. This property of massive bodies to resist changes in their state of motion is sometimes called inertia.
Yes, law of inertia. That is all about law of inertia. So, pakatatandaan ng isang bagay ay hindi gagalaw without your force.
At hindi rin mag-stop
Yes.
without your external force.
Yes.
Okay.
Second law of motion.
And that law is what we call as the law of acceleration.
The force acting on an object is equal to the mass of the object times its acceleration. So, this is written in mathematical form as F is equal to M times A, where F is the force, M is mass, and A is acceleration.
Yung mga letters dyan, ma'am, na naka-underline
Formula.
at naka-italize, tama ba ako?
Yes. Bold,
Okay,
italize, and
indicate
underline.
that force and acceleration are vector quantities. Ibig sabihin nun, ma'am, they have both magnitude and direction. The force can be a single force, or it can be the vector sum of more than one force, which is the net force after all the forces are combined. Mamaya, ma'am, mas maiintindihan nila ang law of acceleration.
And take note, nakalagay dyan ang formula natin. So, ibig sabihin, huwag kakalimutan, meron ulit tayong calculation. Next, last law.
Yan, gusto ko rin yan, ma'am. The third law of motion, na ang tinatawag natin law of action and reaction. From the word itself, action and reaction. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Ang ganda ng ano mo dyan, yung bangka.
Yung example na ginamit natin
This law
before.
describes what happens to a body when it exerts a force on another body.
Parang yung example natin yung bangka, di ba?
Sasagwan ka.
Opposite reaction. Ang sagwan mo palikod, pero yung bangka mo nagmo-move
forward. Okay.
So,
Yan ang ating
opposite
example ng law
reaction.
of action
And
reaction. Forces always occur in pairs. So when one body pushes against another, the second body pushes back just as hard. Diba? Ito nga, an example niya, ma'am. When you push a cart, the cart pushes back against you. When you pull on a rope, the rope pulls back against you. Mga ganon.
Yes.
That is the third law of motion, the law of action and reaction.
Ayan. So, we also have here our forces. Ayan yung sinasabi nating contact and non-contact force. So, pag sinabi nating contact force, frictional, andyan ang frictional force natin, normal force, air resistance force, applied force, and spring force.
Nandiyan
Yung
ang
mga
contact force, yes. And obviously, when we say non-contact force, yan po yung gravitational force, electric force, magnetic force.
Yung mga hindi mo pwedeng matouch or mga
Yes.
hindi mo pwedeng ma-encounter.
Pero may force pa rin siya.
Yes.
Pero pwede kanyang hilain, kumbaga.
Yes.
Oh, di ba? Yung magnet, yung gravity, yung
Yes,
electric.
yung electric.
Gusto mong masunog.
Hawakan mo.
Grabe.
Ay, yung experience mo,
Oo.
di ba?
When we say force, mga anak, is simply
Narinig yung
defined.
dila mo.
Oo, dila ko talaga. Grabe. When we say force, mga anak, simply defined as a push or a pull. This definition suggests that objects must be in contact with each other in order to exert forces. Tama naman yun.
And, meron pa tayong another definition yan. Ayun. Force is a quantity which is measured using standard metric unit known as the Newton. So, kapag force ang pinag-uusapan, ang unit niyan palagi is Newton. And 1 Newton is equivalent to 1 kilogram times meter per second squared. This tells us that the unit of force is derived from mass,
Yes.
length, and time.
And based on the unit, we glean that force is a product of mass, or tinatawag natin kilogram, and acceleration, which is the meter per square second.
Yes,
Or
kaya tayo,
F force is equal to MA.
kaya tayo nag-come up sa formula na force is equal to mass times acceleration.
At huwag natin kalilimutan ang table na ito, Ma'am Tintin. Okay.
Yes, very important.
Important yan.
Ayan.
So, meron tayong system of units, meron tayong force, meron tayong mass, at meron tayong acceleration.
Okay, so when we are talking about
SI.
Newton, or so yung kanyang unit ISI, when we are talking about Newton, ang mass po niyan ay dapat always in kilogram at ang kanyang acceleration is always in meter per second squared.
Okay, kapag CGS naman po ang system of units natin, ang force po niya ay tinatawag nating dyne, at ang kanyang mass ay gram, which is G, small letter G, and of course, ang kanyang acceleration ay always centimeter per squared seconds.
Yes.
Sa British
And
naman.
for pounds naman, we have slug or feet per second squared.
Oh, okay.
Ayun.
So, importante po yan. Pwede yung i-screenshot. Pero
Yes.
nasa TGS nyo rin.
Dahil yan ang gagamitin natin for our computation. So, that's it. Para mas lalo nating maintindihan, let us now proceed with our examples.
Okay, let's have our first example for Module 7. Sabi niya dito, a 3.5 kilogram papaya is pushed across a table. Okay? If acceleration of the papaya is 2.2 meter per squared second to the left, what is the net external force exerted on the papaya? Okay, alam naman natin mga anak. Yes, alam naman natin na if we are dealing with force, that is always equal to MA, mass times acceleration. And it's very obvious that our mass in that particular example is, obviously, syempre, anong bigat niya, ma'am?
3.5 kilogram.
And our acceleration, sabi natin lagi, kapag acceleration, it is always in terms of meter per seconds squared or squared seconds. So, meaning to say, ito po ang ating acceleration. We have now 2.2 meter per second squared. Ang hirap.
Yan.
Okay? With our formula, mga anak, ready to solve. What is our F? Is equal to what is our mass, ma'am?
3.5
kilogram. Okay? Multiply it by our acceleration, which is 2.2 meter per second squared. Nakikita ba?
Yes.
Okay. Using our scientific calculator, okay, what is our final answer? Okay?
Paano sinulat?
Kung paano sinulat, yun po ang pagkakapindot. We have 3.5 times 2.2, that is equal to 7.7. 7.7. Ang pangit naman ng ko dyan.
Hindi, ma-edit natin yan.
7.7 kilogram
Meter per second
per second squared. Pero nga sabi nga natin mga anak, kapag meter per second squared, pwede rin namang kilogram meter per second squared, that is always in newtons. 7.7 Newton, sabi sa problem, itinulak niya to the left. So this is to the left. Di ba kanta yun? to the left, to the right.
Pangit ng tono.
Hindi, iba yun.
To the left, ganon.
Iba yun pa, to the
Ano?
left, to the right,
Ah.
tanan. O, di ba, ganun yun.
Kala ko hindi talaga sunod sa
So,
tono.
7.7 Newton to the left.
Ayan, ulitin ko
Okay.
lang ha. Diba, ang Newton natin is always equal to kilogram meter per
squared second.
Yes.
Okay.
Kaya ginawa natin siya or
Newton.
sinimplify natin siya as Newton or capital
Ito na
letter
lang, para
N.
mas malinaw. Kapag force ang hinahanap, dalawa ang pwedeng maging unit niya.
Yes.
It is either kilogram meter per second squared or Newton. Maliwanag na, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, for our example number 2, a 3,700 kilogram elevator is being raised by a cable that exerts a 40,000 Newton force upwards. Determine the acceleration of the elevator. Okay, so kunin muna natin yung mga important numbers natin or yung given. Okay, so we have our mass given.
Obvious.
Obvious, we have 3,700 kilogram.
Tension.
Next, for our tension force,
O,
sabi
pwede rin namang
natin,
force lang yan.
yes, for our force, it is very obvious din kasi meron dyan nakalagay. Sabi niya, 40,000 Newton force. So, we have 40,000
Oh, tension
Newton.
force.
Next, acceleration. Hahanapin natin siya dahil sabi niya, determine the acceleration. So, meron muna tayo dito, question mark. Next, anong formula ang gagamitin natin? So, we will be using force is equal to gravitational force plus tension force. Pero alam din natin that force is equal to mass times acceleration. Tama?
Yes po.
So, since equal sila, ibig sabihin, equal din ito kay mass times gravitational or gravity plus tension
Yes.
force.
Since, ma'am, ginamit natin dito ay mass, kaya
Yes,
mass rin
mass
yan.
rin yung ating
Kapag force
gagamitin
yun,
siya.
magiging force
din
din
yung
yan.
nandito. At dahil
Maliwanag
acceleration nga ang ating hinahanap, ito muna ang gagamitin natin para mahanap si acceleration. How? Acceleration lang ang target natin pero meron siyang katabing m. So, para mawala si m, anong gagawin natin?
Derive, ma'am.
We are going to derive by
Dividing. Debudding.
dividing both sides by
Mass.
Okay. So, cancelled. Ang naiwan na lang po dyan ay si acceleration. So, meron na tayong acceleration is equal to mass times gravity plus tension force all over m. Ayan, since kompleto na or since meron na tayong formula in finding our acceleration, we are now ready to substitute our values. So we have now A is equal to ano ang ating mass based dito sa given? We have 3,700 kilogram. Imumultiply mo daw siya kay gravity. At sabi natin nung past lessons natin, the value for our gravity is constant which
9.8.
is 9.8 meter per second squared. Follow the formula plus, ano daw ang ating tension force or yung force na given? We have
40,000 Newton.
40,000 Newton. All over.
Or kilogram meter pa. Pareho lang.
Yes, all over. Mass which is 3,700 kilogram. So, isa-isahin natin. Unahin muna natin yung nasa taas. Pwede naman nating idiretso, pero gusto ko ipakita yung step-by-step process para mas maintindihan.
Kasi
So, we have
love
now,
natin sila
A is equal to, unahin natin yung nasa taas. We have now 3,700, sobra ng isa, ayan, times 9.8, kung paano sinulat, ganun din ang pagkakatype, plus 40,000 is equal to,
Itong gamitin mong unit mo
Yeah.
para alam nila yan.
we have 76,260. Kita, ayan. 76,260 kilogram meter per second square. Di ba sabi natin, kilogram per meter per second is equal to Newton, so okay lang kahit ito na isusulat na muna natin.
Kasi nga,
All
kilogram
over,
nasa baba mo.
yes, all over 37,000
Kilogram.
3,700 kilogram. Sorry, mali na.
Kasi yung kg
3,700 kilogram. So, kilogram and kilogram cancelled. Let us now simplify. 76,260 divided by 3,700 is now equal to, ayan, 20.
20. Bisa ka man, day.
Bisaya, 20.61. So, our acceleration is equal to 20.61 meter per second squared. Final answer. So, I hope naintindihan ninyo ang ating examples for module number 7, mga anak. Alam ko, pahirap ng pahirap ang ating subjects, pero as promised namin ni Sir Jason, we will do our best para mas padaliin ang ating mga topics.
Siyempre dahil love natin sila, sabi nga natin lagi ma'am, lahat ay magiging mahirap, pero lahat yan ay kakayanin natin dahil lahat kayo ay #Scientastic Students at Matibay Students.
Bye!
Goodbye mga anak.